All right, we should be live. So if you can hear me and if you can see me clearly, please put a one in the chat. We should be live now. So if you can hear me and see me clearly, please put a one in the chat. And also, please like the live stream when you come in. All right, everybody can. All right. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? So, as you see in the title of this live stream, Nintendo may be preparing for Sora's Amiibo release date, and Nintendo is also banning some Switch owners. So we're gonna get into it. Uh, Someone said zero. I doubt it. Everybody else is saying one. Yeah, almost 100K. We're almost there. What's going on, everybody? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? So, like I said before, it looks like Nintendo is preparing for Sora's Amiibo release date, and Nintendo is banning Switch owners. So I'm gonna get into things here. Not gonna waste anybody's time. So first off, let's present this here. And all right, as you see here, this comes from NintendoWire.com. Report: massive Amiibo restock on the way, according to retailer. Now, they state here that I've been in the Amiibo game for a long time now, and one of the most common things I've heard from followers over at Amiibo News has been, why don't they just release every Amiibo ever released? Well, if a new listing at the Greek retailer Game Explorers is to be believed, Nintendo may be ready to do just that. According to their Amiibo pre-order page, a massive heap of Amiibo ranging from multiple Amiibo lines are scheduled to be re-released as soon as this August. Now, they gave a sample of what the Amiibo that's going to be re-released are, and they're all Super Smash Brothers themed Amiibo. So you see here they have, excuse me, see here they have Ness here, Charizard, Mega Man, which is very rare. You also have Sonic, which is rare, I believe, too. Lucario, Rosalina, and the list goes on. Now, the first wave is supposed to launch on August 28th, and that includes the following. From the Smash Brothers line, Mario, Peach, Donkey Kong, Link, Fox, Samus, Pikachu, Zelda, Luigi, Rosalina, and Olimar. And then in the second wave from the Smash line comes Captain Falcon, Bowser, Lucario, Sonic, Mega Man, Charizard, Ness, Pac-Man, Great Ninja, Jigglypuff, which I believe is very rare too. Mewtwo, I know is very rare. Famicom Rob, Cloud, Cloud Player 2, Bayonetta, Wolf, Terry Bogard, Banjo and Kazooie, and Young Link, and other Amiibo lines that are going to be re-released are Link's Awakening Link, Wedding Mario, Peach, and Bowser, Samus Aran from the Metroid Collection, Wolf Link, Archer Link, Rosalina, and Boo from the Smash Brothers line. Now, with that being said, and this is in Greece right now, so I'm pretty sure if they're doing it in Greece, they're going to do the same thing here in the US and other regions as well. So with that being said, with all these Smash Brothers Amiibo being re-released, which is a huge deal because I don't think this has ever happened before, I truly believe that Nintendo's getting ready to release the Sora Amiibo because it's the last Smash Brothers Amiibo in that line. Now, so far, they're up to date on all the Amiibo. I mean, they just released the what did they just release? The Pyra and Mithra Amiibo, and that was what, last week? Yeah, last week on July 21st, as you can see right here. And all this year, they on January 13th, they released Sephiroth as well as Kazuya. They released Link Tears of the Kingdom Amiibo, and then just recently last week they released Pyra and Mithra. So it definitely looks like by the end of this year, possibly November, maybe October, November, December is when I'm guessing that they'll release Sora, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna release Sora. You know, although it hasn't been confirmed, and I know that there may be a lot of red tape behind the scenes, they have to have Sora as an Amiibo. It would only make sense. I know Sakurai didn't announce it. Nintendo hasn't announced it as of yet, but most likely this is what's going to happen. either at 9 o'clock a.m. or 9 o'clock at night, sometime in August or September, possibly August. They're going to announce the Amiibo, give us a look at the Amiibo and everything like that with the release date, because it will only make sense. And I'm pretty sure that tons of people are going to buy the Sora Amiibo. It's going to be sold out. And I know a lot of people think that it may be different variations of Sora, possibly 4 Sora Amiibo. I don't think so. I think there's going to be one Sora Amiibo with one pose. And I say this because they could have made the 4 different types of hero, and they did not. The hero Amiibo is one Amiibo, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check here. I think they only released one version of hero. Yeah, they released one version of hero. So I don't think that if they didn't go the extra mile to release all different versions of hero, they won't do the same thing for Sora, sadly. But hey, it is what it is. So let me answer some questions here. Yeah, Madara Uchiha says they can't skip out on Sora. Yeah, they can't skip out on Sora. Although we don't know at this point in time what's going on, but I don't think they're going to skip out on Sora at all. Yeah, and Pyra and Mythra hasn't come in for me either. I can't find it in stores, but I did pre-order it. And what's funny about it is that a lot of people are getting their orders in for the Pyra and Mythra Amiibo, but it's all damaged. Like, they're getting damaged packages, which sucks. I hope this doesn't happen to anybody out there, but I've seen reports online where people are getting damaged packages of the Pyra and Mythra Amiibo. So hey, man, if that happens to you, I hope you get a refund. All right, so that's going to do it for the Sora. Like I said, I believe it's going to happen according to this report. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen, let me show you for the people who just got into the chat here. I don't believe that this has ever happened where they re-released a massive amount of, they had a massive restock, I should say, of all these Amiibo. It's crazy. Let me see this question here. Gamer 2010 says the reason it took so long for Sora to get his own Amiibo is because he's co-owned by Disney. Yeah, I know. It's a lot of red tape behind the scenes that we don't know about, but I hope they make this deal, man, because they'll be leaving a lot of money on the table. A lot. Someone says, what Amiibo shut down? No Amiibo shut down. No Amiibo shut down. What it says in the title here is that Nintendo is preparing for Sora's Amiibo release, and Nintendo is banning Switch owners. So no Amiibo has been shut down. There's being a massive restock of a bunch of Amiibo. And I'm going to go over this one more time before we get into the next topic here. A massive restock is happening in Greece right now, as far as a bunch of Amiibo, Smash Amiibo to be exact, are going to be re-released. And as you see here, they have Ness, Charizard, Mega Man, which is super rare, Sonic, Lucario, and Rosalina is just samples. And this is going to happen in other regions around the world as well. When it starts in one retailer, it spreads. It always happens. So from the Smash Brothers line, these Amiibo will be restocked. Mario, Peach, Donkey Kong, Link, Fox, Samus, Pikachu, Zelda, Luigi, Rosalina, Olimar, and in the second wave, there comes Captain Falcon from the Smash Brothers line, Bowser, Lucario, Sonic, Mega Man, Charizard, Ness, Pac-Man, Great Ninja, Jigglypuff, Mewtwo, Famicom Rob, Cloud, Cloud Player 2, Bayonetta, Wolf, Terry Bogard, Banjo and Kazooie, Young Link, and other Amiibos they have here are Link's Awakening Link, the Wedding Mario, Peach and Bowser, Samus Aran, Metroid Collection, Wolf Link, which I have back there. I don't know if, can you guys see that? Now I'll show you in a second here. But Wolf Link, Archer Link, Rosalina, and from the Smash Brothers line, and Boo from the Smash Brothers line. So yeah, man, it's pretty big for them to restock all these Smash Brothers Amiibo. Pretty unexpected, and it starts to happen in August. So hey, man, I'm gonna keep an eye out on this. definitely give you guys a heads up of what's going on here, because it definitely seems like they're wrapping up to announce Sora's Amiibo, with this being the last Amiibo in the Smash Brothers line. So can you see? Yeah, you can see the wolf right here, the wolf Amiibo, Wolf Link Amiibo. Very rare, man. Um, all right, so let's get into this next topic here, which, let's see here. All right, here we go. Nintendo is banning Switch owners, but for a good reason. And I'm gonna explain what's going on here so you guys don't get caught up in this. So let me share my screen here. All right. All right, so as you see here, this comes from Nintendo support page, their Japanese support page. And I'm surprised that nobody's talking about this, but it states here that precautions regarding fraudulent transactions involving unauthorized use of payment methods and transfer of account information. So let's pay attention here. It states here that thank you for your continued patronage of our products. Currently, we have confirmed that the following acts are being carried out in some online shopping sites and flea market sites that are not authorized by our company. Acts of selling download numbers that cannot be used or exchanged, or download numbers obtained through unauthorized use of payment methods. And this includes, it is an act such as illegally using a third party's payment method to purchase a product, or by illegally stealing a third party's credit card information or PayPal account information. Let me read that over again because I messed that all up. It states here that it is an act such as illegally using a third party's payment method to purchase a product by illegally stealing a third party's credit card information or PayPal account information. Also, fraudulent actions involving the passing of Nintendo account information to third parties. Selling/purchasing a Nintendo account that has already purchased downloadable software, etc. Proxy sales, purchase of products using a third party's Nintendo account temporarily. Pay software sharing using a Nintendo account system, and transferring Nintendo account information to a third party, falsifying save data, acting as a substitute for playing, etc., or requesting it. So Nintendo is really cracking down on fraudulent activity right now. I know I probably talked over a lot of you guys' heads. You're like, what's going on here? Right now, if you're sharing accounts fraudulently, not if you have a family plan and you're sharing your account with your brother, your sister, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your cousin, your mom, your dad, any of your family members, that's not fraudulent activity. So let's keep that in mind. For those of you who have family accounts, you're good. You don't have to worry about that. These are for people who are making fraudulent deals through third-party accounts. Nintendo's shutting that down. Now, also, let me continue on here. It states that we take such actions seriously. We encourage our customers to purchase download numbers from trusted sellers for a safe shopping and gaming experience. In addition, passing Nintendo account information may lead to damage such as account hijacking. That's why they don't want you doing this illegally through third-party accounts. You know, some people trade their Nintendo accounts online for money. I don't know why they do that. It's some crazy stuff, but don't do that, guys, because your account could get hijacked and you could get banned. So continuing on here, it states using someone else's Nintendo account or lending or transferring your own Nintendo account to a third party is a violation of the Nintendo account terms of service. If we find that you are violating the terms of use, we may suspend the use of your Nintendo account. In addition, we may not be able to respond to inquiries regarding Nintendo accounts that have been suspended. Please note. Please check let me not say that, but let me read this over again for you guys. It states here that we take such actions seriously. We encourage our customers to purchase download numbers from trusted sellers for a safe shopping and gaming experience. In addition, passing Nintendo account information may lead to damage such as account hijacking, using someone else's a Nintendo account or lending or transferring your own Nintendo account to a third party is a violation of the Nintendo account terms of use, excuse me. I know it's a Japanese thing. They use different terms. If we find that you are violating the terms of use, we may suspend the use of your Nintendo account. So that's very important, guys. I don't want anybody to get banned from their Nintendo accounts. I know you spend a lot of money on games, So I don't want this to happen to anybody. And it states here at the end, in addition, we may not be able to respond to inquiries regarding Nintendo accounts that have been suspended. Please note. So make sure, guys, if you're not doing anything illegally, you're good, but if you're doing something illegal, trading your account, doing all this fraudulent activity, you should be all right. But hey, man, like I said earlier, if you have a family account or you have multiple Nintendo accounts, like if you have a Japanese account or something like that, and you did that legally, you're fine. But if you're trading off accounts, you're doing things illegally through third party companies and different things like that, Nintendo is going to ban your account. And they won't respond to any inquiries that you have about it either. So it sucks, but it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. So if you guys have any questions on this, and if you guys are just coming in, let me know. If you have any questions on the Amiibo discussion that we just had or anything I just said about the Nintendo accounts, please let me know. Also, if you want to support the channel, which would be highly appreciated, man, super chat me, or you can cash at me at $around-the-clock321. You see it scrolling down there at the bottom of your screens there if you want to support. Let me see here. Izzy C says, exactly why I understand sometimes people want to sell their accounts they paid for games as long as they actually are not going to use it again. I see no problem with it. Hey, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. But if they're doing it illegally, yeah, Nintendo's going to catch up to you. All right. Like I said earlier, Victoria Hernandez, I'm going to answer this question. At Around the Clock, I was wondering, can I get banned if me and my sister use the same online Nintendo account? No. Like I said earlier, if you have a family plan, let me come back on screen for this. If you have a family plan, or let's just say you have one account and you and your sister use the same account, you and your brother, cousin, whatever, you're fine. You don't have to worry about anything. This ban is for people who use their Nintendo accounts illegally. They may sell their accounts illegally. They may trade out their accounts using PayPal or different services like that. That's when you have to worry about something about your account being banned. But if you share your account with your sister, you're fine. You're good. You don't have to worry about anything. If all of you have family accounts, don't worry. You all are fine. Yeah, as long as you don't sell it to anybody, which I don't understand why people do it, but as long as you don't sell it to anybody, you should be fine. You should be fine. You say you have a regular one. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Around the Clock. Okay. I was just worried. I just purchased the family account right now. I was so worried. No, you're fine. Trust me, you're fine. You're fine. I know most of the people who watch my channel, they're not scalpers. They're not people who do things illegally. You guys are honest people, man. So I'm not worried about you guys, but I want to get this out there just to inform anybody who didn't know about this. Nelson Montiero says, Around the Clock, that last video you put up regarding Super Smash Bros. Wonders power-ups, what power-up are you hoping for the most? Yo, I want to see the cat Mario or whatever, the cat powers. I want to see that return. I want to see that return, man, in 2D form. I think that'll be dope to see that they brought that back, because that was a big power-up in Super Mario 3D World. So hopefully they bring that back in 2D form. Someone says here, JW161 says, what if you lose one of the accounts and you don't remember the account? How can you find it? I had the same trouble, but I can't find my old account. Well, if your account, I'll tell you what I would do. If your account was linked to your email address, you can go to Nintendo.com. As a matter of fact, let me show you real quick. I want to demonstrate this. Let me go to Nintendo.com here. So, all right. So let me share my screen. Okay. Now, when you go to Nintendo.com, whatever browser you're using, at the top here, you see where it says login or sign up. So when you log into your account, which I'm not going to log in right now, but if you log into your account and you sign in, let me see if it prompts me here. They're going to ask you for your email address and ask you if you forgot your password. Now, if you forgot your email address and your password, you may have to start over with a new one. But they're going to ask you if you forgot your password, and then they'll email you a prompt and you can start all over. So that's the best thing that you can do. And I hope I answered your question. Yes, I do. Jamino says, around the clock, do you think there will be Mario Wonder themed amiibos plus a restock in a lot of Mario amiibos? I believe so. And this is why I said this about Smash. And let me get out of this screen here. Because if you noticed before the release of a lot of recent Switch games, Nintendo reissues a lot of their amiibo in that line. We saw the same thing with Zelda. All the Zelda amiibo got re-released. I'm pretty sure when Kirby was released this what was it, February, I believe, all the Kirby amiibo were re-released. We had the same thing happen with Fire Emblem Engage. Like, when you see these things happening, something big is going to happen. So, like I said earlier, with all the Smash Brothers amiibo being restocked in Greece, and it's going to happen in the US and other regions too, Nintendo's getting ready to announce the Sora amiibo. So yeah, I really do think that Mario Wonder is going to get some type of new amiibo, possibly. And if Nintendo doesn't do this, they're leaving money on the table. It would be dope if they have an Elephant Mario amiibo that will sell out so quickly. Man, that will sell out so quickly. It's a new power up, so I definitely see that happening. And I do also believe that they're going to restock the other Mario amiibos, because we have to think about this too. We have Mario RPG releasing later on this year too, and man, this just came to me. If they made a Mallow amiibo and a Geno amiibo, you could forget about it, dude. Like, yo, if you try to order that online, I'm pretty sure you couldn't order it. It'll be sold out instantly. Someone says here, Hypo Tiaga says, around the clock. So what happened with the Sora amiibo again? All right, so you probably just came in. With the Sora amiibo, it hasn't been officially announced yet, but and let me pull this up. It hasn't been officially announced yet, but according to this new report on NintendoWire.com, you see at the title here, it says, report, massive amiibo restock on the way, according to retailers. So there's a retailer in Greece who's restocking all these Smash Brothers line amiibo, which is very strange. I don't think that this has ever happened. And there's some rare amiibo that are being restocked. Now, of course, with this happening overseas, and it's starting in August, with this happening overseas, it's going to happen here in America as well as other regions. It always goes like that. So with them doing this, and I'll show you all the amiibo that are being restocked. You have Ness, Charizard, Mega Man, Sonic, Lucario, Rosalina, and the list goes on here for Mario, Peach, Donkey Kong, Link, Fox, Samus, Pikachu, Zelda, Luigi, Rosalina, and Olimar. Also, Captain Falcon, Bowser, Lucario, Sonic, Mega Man, Charizard, Ness, which I just said here, Pac-Man, Gray Ninja, Jigglypuff, Mewtwo, Famicom Rob, Cloud, Cloud Player 2, Bayonetta, Wolf, Terry Bogard, Banjo and Kazooie, and Young Link. And then other amiibos include Link's Awakening Link, the Wedding Mario, Peach and Bowser, Samus Aran from the Metroid Collection, Wolf Link, Archer Link, Rosalina, and Boo from the Super Mario Brothers line. Because I know Boo is not in Smash. From the Super Mario Brothers line, excuse me. But everything else is from Smash, which is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. So let's see here. The chat is really moving. I missed a lot of people's comments. No, you're good. Hyper Tiaga, you're good. It's no worries. Trust me. At around the clock, do you know if Charles Martinet is the voice actor? Nobody knows right now, but I believe so. Nobody knows if Charles Martinet is the voice actor in Mario, but I believe so. You have to think about this, man. This man is, how old is Charles Martinet? What is he, 70 something, 60 something? If he's 60, it has to be the late 60s. Charlie Martinet. Charles Martinet is. Did they give his age? 67. So he's in his late 60s. For the most part, a lot of those Mario games, they reused his voice, from my understanding. Not all the Mario games, but a lot of the Mario games, they reused a lot of old clips. So it sounds like with Mario Wonder, they recorded some brand new lines. With this being a brand, a brand new 2D Mario game, we have to remember something here. This is the first new 2D Mario game in, I believe, over a decade, if not a decade exactly. So it's been a long time, man. His voice had to change over the years. Your voice changes. So I believe that's what's going on here. Yeah, of course. Daryl says, around the clock, do you think the re-release of Amiibos will be available in stores such as GameStop or Target? Yeah, if they're excuse me, I'm getting tongue tied. If they are re-releasing these Amiibo in Greece, starting in Greece, let's keep this in mind here, starting in Greece in August, they're gonna do it over here in America, GameStop, Best Buy, Target. I don't think Walmart sells Amiibo anymore. I'm not too sure. But yeah, all these big box stores that usually sell Amiibos, it's gonna happen. We've seen the same thing happen with the Kirby Amiibo, Fire Emblem Engage Amiibos. You know, come on. The list goes on and on. Someone said, Gina Baby says, how can I tell if you've been hacked? If your Nintendo account has been hacked, I'm pretty sure you would know. I personally don't know because I'm not into hacking and I don't know anything about hacking. And I just use my Nintendo account to download games and play my games. Excuse me. So I really don't know how to answer that. I wouldn't want to put myself out there and say if you would know, but I'm pretty sure if you saw some fraudulent activity on your account, your personal account, where you saw people buying certain games that you're not buying at that point in time, then yeah, that's a big sign that you're being hacked. If you're seeing that somebody is possibly using your credit card that's linked to your account, using that number, then those are most likely the ways that you can get know that you're being hacked. Let's see here. One Piece fan 283 says the last time Charles Martinet had new voice lines was Mario Luigi 3, and you can tell his age is catching up. Yeah, like his voice is changing. Like people were freaking out thinking that when they saw that Mario trailer for that first trailer for Mario Wonder, that oh no, Charles Martinet is being replaced. Like, yo, chill out. Nintendo would never do that without announcing that firsthand. And people are saying that it's Chris Pratt that's voicing Mario. Nah, man. That was for movie purposes only. Gina Baby says I never use a credit card. Yeah, me neither. I use I'm not gonna reach over there, but I always use the Nintendo account cards, the $10, $20, $50. I have never used my credit card, debit card, anything like that. And I wouldn't recommend anybody doing that. Like I know you guys like to pay for everything online. You like to do your banking online, which I don't suggest either. You like to pay your bills online instead of mailing it in, which is it's really dumb in my opinion. But I don't link any of my accounts to my credit cards. Like, no, if I'm gonna pay for something, it's either gonna be cash if I can, debit card in person, or I'm sending you a money order straight up. Hold on. Victoria says at around the clock. I was wondering, do you know if this is a problem? My sister and I both have Mario Kart and Animal Crossing. I purchased both of the DLCs for my sister, getting them automatically. No, like, hey, you're good. Like I said earlier about the people being banned because of the Nintendo accounts. If you or your sister, you're purchasing your sister, you're sharing an account or something like that. If you have a family plan, anything like that, you're fine. You're good. You have nothing to worry about. Trust me, you have nothing to worry about. But for those of you out there who are into fraudulent activity, and let me go back here because there's more people that came into the live stream. And please hit that like button on the live stream if you guys don't mind. Hit the like button, and if you want to donate, you can donate to the channel through super chat, or you can cash at me $ around the clock 321. Where is it here? Okay. So it states here for everybody who missed out, or you just want me to repeat it again for clarification purposes. Nintendo is banning people who are fraudulently using their Nintendo accounts. It states here that precautions regarding fraudulent transactions involving unauthorized use of payments, payment methods, and transfer account information. Now, I'm not going to go over all of this, but it states here that acts of selling download numbers that cannot be used, exchanged, or download numbers obtained through unauthorized use or payment methods. It also states here that fraudulent transactions involving the passing of Nintendo account information to third parties. So if your sister, brother, cousin, whoever is using your account to play Mario or whatever, that's fine. But if you're doing fraudulent activity where you're having fraudulent transactions online through other unauthorized third parties, yes, you will be banned. Nintendo will ban you. Now, at the bottom here, it states specifically that we take such actions seriously. We encourage our customers to purchase download numbers from trusted sellers, such as buying the download codes, not per download codes, but the download cards from Walmart or Target or whatever, the $10, $20, $50, or the download game itself, those little cards there. And you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, and let me use this as an example. So they're saying that we encourage our customers to purchase download numbers from trusted sellers for a safe shopping and gaming experience. So, for example, if you're purchasing these download codes, and this is an example of Cuphead right here, or you're buying your Switch accounts, the 12-month accounts, or any of the download codes in stores, and you're using your accounts that way, you're perfectly legal. But for those of you out there who's using this fraudulent activity, using fraudulent credit cards or different things like that, yeah, Nintendo's cracking down on this activity. Now, it goes on to say here that in addition, passing Nintendo account information may lead to damage such as account hijacking. So I'm pretty sure that if you pass on your Nintendo account, or if you let your sister use your account, she's not going to be hijacking your account. I don't think so. And finally, this last paragraph states here that using someone else's Nintendo account or lending or transferring your own Nintendo account to a third party is a violation of the Nintendo account terms of use. If we find that you are violating the terms of use, we may suspend the use of your Nintendo account. In addition, we may not be able to respond to inquiries regarding Nintendo accounts that have been suspended. Please note. So I hope that's clear, guys. If you guys are not doing any fraudulent activity, you're fine, man. You're good. Trust me. Thank you, Jay Ortiz, for the $2 super chat. I appreciate it a lot, and I really do. Let's see here. Slippy says, is the banning of homebrew consoles too, as in downloading the game through CS or whatever the Switch does too? I'm saying that I'm not saying that I have, but I'm curious since that sounds smart to do. I'm pretty sure that Nintendo's going to clamp down on that too. I don't know if this applies to people who use homebrew or whatever, but I'm pretty sure that. Oh, all right. I'll say it like this: if you're purchasing games illegally or downloading emulators on your Switch or hacking your Switch or something like that, don't do that. I don't authorize anybody to do that. Just to be on the safe side. Like, people always say, well, it's not illegal. Nintendo can't do anything. Nintendo can do anything they want. It's their system. It's their accounts. So just be careful. Do things legally. And just, keep it cool, man. Keep it cool. Jay Ortiz says, around the clock, can you tell my friend Miguel Martin, I guess you're saying Mortal Kombat is not a good game? What? Are you kidding me? Mortal Kombat is very good. It's probably like the best fighting game ever made. And I know a lot of people might debate that. They might say that Tekken is the best or Street Fighter is the best, but let me tell you something. Mortal Kombat story, hands down, is the best like ongoing story in any fighting game. And what they've been doing recently with 9, 10, 11, as well as this game, Mortal Kombat 1, like, it's unheard of in a fighting game. It's so cinematic, it's very deep, and it's almost like you're playing a movie. So I don't know what anybody's talking about. Around the Clock is super good. Not Around the Clock. Yeah, I am. I'm super good. But Mortal Kombat is a super good game. Super good. And I can't wait to see the Switch version. Um, 10th Doctor 24 says, around the clock, is Nintendo actually gearing up for the Sora Amiibo, since Sora was a topic for a while now, and people were thinking this won't happen because of Disney. So do you think it will happen? I do think it's going to happen, and I also think it may not happen. And I know you guys understand what I'm saying here, because Disney could pull something where they say that they don't want their character out there as far as a merch line that's not actually coming from Disney. It's coming from Nintendo. So, I mean, having the character in the game is cool, but actually selling merchandise of that character is a different thing. So, yes, I do believe it's going to happen, but also at the same time, in the back of my mind, it may not happen. So, I said that they may be gearing up for the Sora's Amiibo's release, because they're re-releasing a lot of these Smash Brothers Amiibo. And you guys know this, whenever Nintendo re-releases Amiibo for a certain game, that means that they're going to release a new Amiibo for that game, and they're getting ready for something big. So with them doing that for Smash Brothers this August and September, re-releasing tons of Smash Brothers Amiibo, which they have never done before. And there's super rare ones too, like Mega Man, Jigglypuff. The Jigglypuff Amiibo is very hard to find. With them re-releasing these, yes, something big is happening. And I do believe that they will announce that Sora is getting his own Amiibo. Not 4 Amiibo like a lot of people think is going to happen. 1 Sora Amiibo, possibly being announced this August or September. But we'll see. All right. So yeah, guys, if you guys have any more questions for me, let me know. I'm gonna stay on for like one more minute, but if not, I'm gonna get out of here. It's been a very long day. Very long day. I had to do a lot of work outside. So, hey man. Uh Sora Speed says, please quote post my question. What question was that? I'm looking for it. I don't see it. You said, should I go pick up the leftover Mario games? I missed out after owning Mario Kart. What you mean leftover Mario games? Like Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe? What's the other one? Mario 3D World and all that? Hey, do what you want. Do what you want. The games aren't going anywhere. If that's what you mean, definitely Mario's not going anywhere. 10th Doctor 24 says, I mean, they should, because literally Sora is the last character to get an amiibo, because don't you find it strange that everyone has an amiibo but Sora doesn't don't but Sora doesn't don't I don't know what you're saying. Don't you find that at least a bit strange? Yeah, it would be strange if they didn't do it. It would be very strange, but I don't know what's going on behind the scenes with Disney. I really don't. I really don't. Sora Speed. Hey, if you can get these games physically, that's the only way I buy games. Unless I have to buy it in a digital form, then that's the only way that I'm gonna buy it digitally. But if you can buy the games in the physical form, that's the way to go. I don't know what's up with you people, and I'm talking to a lot of you out there. You guys like to buy things digitally, and that's a problem. If you don't own it in the physical form, you don't own it. You know, and this goes for banking. Like a lot of you guys, you believe in this cryptocurrency, which, hey, I understand what's going on with cryptocurrency. You have to diversify your portfolio. So I do have cryptocurrency too, but like I can't put my all into cryptocurrency. You guys have to actually have physical money on hand. But if you don't own it physically, you don't own it. Like I have a bunch of Switch games like down there. I'm not gonna pick them up because that's too much, and this stream is not for that. But all my games are physical, unless they're indie games, and the only way I can buy them are in the digital form off of the eShop. All of my games are physical. I don't know what this obsession is with people buying these digital games only, man. You're messing up the game with this, and you're showing companies that they don't have to actually put in an effort to produce a game in the physical form. You know, now here's a situation. What if there's a huge blackout and there's no internet, right? If there's no internet, and for some strange reason, and I don't know if this is gonna happen, for some strange reason, your Nintendo account gets totally wiped out, right? All your games are gone. What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You bought all your games off of the eShop. Now you don't have any games. You don't have anything to play. But if you had the games in the physical form, you'll be good. Now, the same thing goes for like DVDs and CDs. I don't know if you can even buy a CD in a store anymore. Like when I was growing up, there were and vinyls are coming back, but there were vinyls, 8-tracks. You guys don't even know what 8-tracks are. Cassette tapes. A lot of you don't know what cassette tapes are. CDs. You know, we had all different forms of physical music, and that's all been stripped away from us. And it's because they dipped in iPods and all these different digital forms of media, including the cell phone. Of course, you can't forget about the cell phone, where you just buy all your music off of iTunes or Google Play Store. You buy your movies off of that as well. And man, the digital age is not the way to go, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my warning. You know, that there was some nuggets right there, some jewels right there. If you haven't heard it from anybody else, buy physical as much as you can. Buy physical as much as you can. Um, Delicia Bunch says, believe it or not, I still have like a drawer full of DVDs connected to my TV stand. Yeah, me too, man. I have a bunch of DVDs, like a huge collection, man. So if it's time for me to watch something and let's just say that the power goes out or the internet goes out because everything's connected to the internet now and I can't watch TV, I'll just pop in a DVD. A lot of you don't have that option. You depend too much on digital media, which is going to fail you in the end. I'm telling you right now, man. I'm telling you right now. I don't mean to fearmonger, but I'm just telling the truth right now. Uh, Ayasu Afi, and thank you for your ongoing membership. They state here, I would agree with you all the way if all the data was on the disk or cartridge, but since games are patched so much, having a physical copy isn't completely foolproof in my opinion. No, it's not. It's not. And it sucks that nowadays, it's not like back in the day, like if you bought like a Super Nintendo game, man, everything was on the cartridge. There was no downloadable content. There was no patch update. Everything was right there on the cartridge. And I love that about old school games. Nowadays, you're waiting on patches, and that's because they don't release the full game. They don't release it in its full form. You're getting patches, you're getting downloadable content, which all that should have been. I'm going to tell you something real quick because I'm being on longer than I'm supposed to. I'm past my time, but downloadable content, in my opinion, is a cop out for material that should have already been in the game. Now, when I say that, I mean that when, for example, for Mortal Kombat, when they're releasing downloadable content at say a price at $19.99, or for example, let's use a Nintendo game, the Booster Course Pass. They're releasing all those waves of carts of DLC, and they're giving it price. They have it priced, excuse me, at $24.99. 48 courses, a couple of DLC characters. All of that content should have been already in the game. You know, you're buying these games nowadays for $59.99. Tears of the Kingdom was $69.99, and I still haven't beat that game yet. Like, I paid a whopping $70 out of that game. I'm not rushing through that game. I'm still playing Tears of the Kingdom. I beat all the 4 dungeons. I'm just scrounging around doing side missions before I do the final mission at the castle. But I paid $70 for that game. There's no way I'm rushing through that game. But yeah, man, nowadays they don't add in anything or all the game at the same time. And I believe that they're doing that for a profit because they could tack on a price, add on an extra $20, $40. You saw what they did with Smash Ultimate. You paid, for those of you out there who bought Smash Ultimate and you bought both fighter passes, you paid damn near $100 for that game. So it's a money tactic at the end of the day. All that, all the DLC characters, all the DLC levels, all the DLC packs, all of that should have been in the game from the get-go. But hey, man, I'm just a person on the internet who talks about Nintendo games. I don't know what I'm talking about. So with that said, man, we went off here. We went off here, said a bunch of different things, and this probably will be my last comment I address. It says, ATC, do you think they'll eventually have a physical version of Smash Ultimate with all the DLC? Yes, I do. Maybe a few extra things with it. Or do you think they'll wait for the Switch 2 they might make? You know what? That could be like a cross-gen thing where they re-release Smash Ultimate with all the DLC, all the levels, everything like that, and they release it again on the Switch 2, or they could just wait for the Switch 2. But I definitely believe they're gonna re-release that, just like with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, they're going to re-release that game. Nintendo is not going to let that go away without re-releasing that game either. So, hey, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, the Smash DLC thing is something every fighting game is guilty of. Yeah, it is. It is. Mortal Kombat does it. Street Fighter does it. Um, Tekken does it. They milk out all these DLC characters over a period of time to keep the game fresh and for you to keep talking about it on the internet when they should have just released all these characters from the jump. But hey, I get it. It's a money tactic. And, at the end of the day, the game still stays fresh for a couple of years because we all know that when something releases, for a lot of people, it's dead after a month. So if that's a way to keep the game, active in the community, I understand that. And I do support those games. Hey man, I bought Mortal Kombat 11, I bought Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, Aftermath. I bought all those different DLC packs with all the DLC characters and skins. I did the same thing for Smash. So I'm in support of it. I'm a big fighting game fan. I do the same thing with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe too, man. So it is what it is. Yeah, all the DLC came with Persona 5 Royal, but is because they re-released it on the Switch. When it was first released, they kept releasing the DLC on those other consoles. So it is what it is, man. So guys, I stayed on way longer than I should have. We got off topic here, but hey, it's always good for good discussion. I hope you guys learned something today. And with that being said, I want to thank everybody who came out to the stream. I'd like to thank everybody who super chatted. We had one super chat, Jay Ortiz, the $2 super chat. I want to thank you very much for that. So hold on. Let me answer this question real quick. Cheney says, around the clock, if me and my friend share a Japanese account for the Switch Online, Famicom games for our main Switch accounts on two different Switch consoles, will we be okay or should I remove it? You should be good. You're not doing anything illegal. If Nintendo sanctioned these things where they have you sharing your accounts where you can play together or something like that, you should be fine. But the reason why they're banning people is for fraudulent activity. That's what it's all about. If you guys aren't doing anything illegally through a third party or anything like that, everything is done through Nintendo, through the eShop, you're good. But for people out there who's using fraudulent activity through PayPal or doing all of these different things, and these hijackers and scalpers know what I'm talking about, you're good, man. You're good. Trust me. So with that being said, guys, that's going to do it for this live stream. Again, I want to thank everybody who came out. Make sure to like the live stream so that it spreads out to other people who didn't see it when it first was released. And share this live stream on your various social media platforms. I hope this was informative. Again, thank you for everybody who super chatted. Anybody who cash apped me, thank you so much. I'll catch you guys in the next live stream and the next video tomorrow. Peace out.